and welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Rachel. I do lots of Taylor Swift unboxings, reaction videos, travel vlogs, those sort of things. If that sounds like something that would be interesting to you, it would mean the absolute world if you could like and subscribe. Today's video, as you can tell from the Showgirl cardigan, is going to be another Life of a Showgirl video, and this is another Life of a Showgirl unboxing video. So I have done some other unboxing videos as well, so if you want to check them out, I'll put them in the description below. I have a whole playlist of all of my Showgirl videos. We've unboxed all the vinyl, as you can see behind me, we have a couple there. I've unboxed all the deluxe CDs, the standard CDs, a cassette, and today we're back with another set of CDs as well. These are the acoustic CDs that were released online only, just on Taylor Swift's online store for a limited time, and obviously I got them because if there's one thing about me, I love CDs. It's like my favourite thing. I know I do lots of like vinyl unboxings, but I've always said like my favourite thing to collect is actually Taylor Swift CDs because I've been collecting them for so long. I've been collecting them since I was a kid, whereas with vinyl I only started collecting in 2021 with Red Taylor's version. But they arrived today, so we're going to unbox these acoustic CDs. Now these are still Life of a Showgirl CDs, so they have all 12 of the standard tracks, but then they've got additional tracks as well. Now there were 4 of these, and interestingly they came in, I feel like this is the vinyl size box. Like, I think this is the vinyl size box. And to be fair, I'm kind of glad because I've seen people in the US who have bought like CDs and theirs have come in a different shaped box, but like the sides have like come out. So some people's CDs haven't arrived, which is bad. So if you're one of those people, make sure to contact the store if that does happen to you. But thankfully with the UK, they package these really well because I do think this is just vinyl packaging. So you can kind of, you can't even see. You can kind of see that they're just there. Now, there's no like bubble wrap or anything like that, and obviously with dual case CDs, you've got to be extra careful because they're plastic. So far so good. Okay, there's still 2 more at the bottom. There we go. I'm so excited for these. I love these because the covers of them are actually like the outfits that Taylor wears in the Fate of Ophelia music video. I love that music video so much. So I did actually go to the release party of a Showgirl when it was released in cinemas. I went with my friends and getting to see that music video. It's like my first ever Taylor Swift music video that I've seen like at the cinemas on this like huge screen. It was so surreal. It just looked fantastic and it was just so great to see, so I was just very thankful to get to experience that, and all of the behind the scenes content as well. It was great, and she had so many stunning outfits in this music video that I'm so glad we got these different versions. Now I do just want to say, because it has to be said on Taylor Swift videos about CDs, vinyl, anything like that, no one is forcing me to buy these CDs. I know there's been a big like debate about Taylor Swift and like signed CDs obviously, but also like I know there's been a big debate about Taylor Swift and variants and all of that, but all artists release variants. You do not have to collect every single variant, and I haven't. I've not collected any of the digital variants because I don't collect digital albums, so I haven't bought them. And also, it's another side note, which is also very important to say, is that you're not any more or less of a fan because you do collect these things. I make these videos because, one, I enjoy collecting them myself, but I also love showing you guys as well, because some people, you know, may be buying these via resale or something, and they're not sure which version to get, so I like showing kind of the ins and outs of the different versions. So I hope that you like this video. I always just want to stress that in these videos though, just because we want to keep this like a friendly place. We don't want people to feel like they're less fans or less of a Swiftie just because they personally don't collect these things, whether they're too young to collect them, they're not in the like financial position to collect them, they just don't want to. You don't have to, but you are all welcome here to watch this video of me unboxing these little things. So which one should we start with? I'm going to start with this one actually. So this is a gorgeous picture of Taylor there from the Fate of Ophelia music video. She's wearing that kind of rope dress in the music video. She's like surrounded by ropes, kind of like backstage of a theatre, very Showgirl vibes. The text on it is like a light blue, which is different from the other kind of like Life of a Showgirl text on the different albums. There's No, there are shards. So I was going to say there's no shards on this, it's just a standard picture. But as with the other album covers we've got with The Life of a Showgirl, there are little shards. I just couldn't see them when I first looked because they're a bit more subtle, I think. And then on the back we've got the track list of this. And for those curious, the CD was made in Germany. So let's open this up and then we'll go through the track list and what's different about these different versions than the other versions. And if you want to see a video of me comparing all the CDs in one video on like all of the different Life of a Showgirl like items you can get in one video, please let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because I would love to do that. I like doing these videos because it's basically like show and tell, and I love doing show and tell. When I used to do that in primary school, it was always so much fun just bringing something that no one cared about but also everyone was really interested to see, just random stuff. What we've learned about this is I can't open CDs, which to be fair is what we see in every single Rachel CD unboxing. I know, okay, we've got it. There's like a little bit you can try get, but it's so difficult sometimes, especially because I have really short nails. I've always just had short nails. I like them short. So now let's take this. Also, there's no hype sticker for you being like, oh my gosh, Rachel, no! There's no hype sticker, so don't panic too much. So we don't need this. This is what it looks like on the front, once again. Looks so good. And then the back. So the track list on this album. You got the first 12 tracks. You got The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Father Figure, Eldest Daughter, Ruin the Friendship, Actually Romantic. Then you got Wishless, Wood, Cancelled, Honey, The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter. But then we have 2 more tracks, and those tracks are Elizabeth Taylor, So Glamorous Cabaret version, and Elizabeth Taylor original songwriting voice memo. So what I love about these CDs is they've got these different kind of like acoustic versions, these different versions, this cabaret version. In the past, so with Torture Post Department, she had acoustic versions, she did, but they were the exact same vocals, exactly the same that were used on the standard track. They just had a different backing to it to make it an acoustic version. But for me personally, I don't really like it when they do that. I much prefer when they do whole separate vocals, which is what Taylor has done for this. So I'm so glad they've listened to the fans when it comes to this, because I don't know, I just think it's almost like a remix when it is literally just different backing, so I just don't like it as much. Whereas I much prefer it when it is whole new vocals. It just sounds incredible. And I love the fact she's brought back the songwriting voice memos. I do hope we get more behind the scenes look as well of her writing it, because I love the voice memos, but I also love to see the creative process. I mean, that video of Taylor and Jack writing Getaway Car is so great, and I love what I've watched it so many times, so it would be really, really nice if they could show us more behind the scenes of that. But also I'm very grateful that voice memos are back. They were some of my favourite parts of 1989 Deluxe, so I'm really, really glad that we have these back. Anyway, let's open this up. So my guess is that it's not going to have a lyric booklet, and I don't think it does, because it's the same as the Torture Poets Department acoustic versions. They were slightly cheaper. So the standard CD is about $12.99, can go up to about $14.99 depending on where you buy it, but it's $12.99 on Taylor's store, I think. And that includes a lyric booklet. But I did say in my other videos, unboxing said lyric booklet, that it was quite a small lyric booklet. I didn't really like that much. But you've only just got this little piece of paper in this. Now I'm not going to complain too much, because obviously these were cheaper. They were only $7.99 compared to the $12.99, and you also get additional tracks on it as well. And I was kind of expecting this, and I think especially because the lyric booklet, in my personal opinion, wasn't her best lyric booklet. I'm not that fussed that lyric booklet's not in it this time. But these are the photos. So you've got the front cover, but then on the back you've then just got the standard photo of it. With no text or anything, no shards, just that photo of Taylor from that Fate of Ophelia music video in like the black wig, with the robe dress. Then we've got the CD. Let's take a look at the CD. Very similar to the other CDs for The Life of Showgirl. They all kind of follow the same format, where they've got like kind of the background. So you've got like the rope background, and then you've got the little shards that are on the album cover just there. So I'll show you a close-up of that with that light blue text saying The Life of a Showgirl. So it does look really, really great. I do like it. I don't know if it's my favourite CD design. I think out of all of them, I think my favourite CD design is still probably the Lover one. I love the Lover CD design just so much. However, I really like how well themed this is, and how all the different variants, even though they're obviously all different, all follow this same kind of format, same sort of theme. So they all just look really like put together, and I really like that. Behind the CD, you do actually have the poems. So I think you've got the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one, and then also the standard one. I'm kind of surprised they put the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one in this edition, because I thought that was an exclusive one just to the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume editions. But it probably isn't if it's in this. So I was a little bit surprised that that one was in there. I definitely expected the standard poem to be in there though. I have already read this poem. I'll read it again in case you've not watched those videos. So in the different versions, there's 2 different poems for the vinyl, whereas the CD, apart from the standard CD with like the normal album cover, the one that's like there, that has 2 for the CDs, but obviously this one also has 2. So coffee, stretch, piano keys, vocal warm-ups in a locker room shower, eyelash glue, a photo of him on the mirror, sweat and vanilla perfume, the cracking of joints and the distant beat of a drum, the curtain call, the monotonous thrill of it all. Plan it out so it doesn't look planned. 10 different backup plans. If your red bottom heel breaks, you will keep strutting, balancing on the balls of your blistered feet. Know your exits, shoulders back, eyes up. Hit your marks, your winks, sparks. Tell them a story like it's an intimate dinner party. The looks on their wondrous faces. Their expressions like mood rings. Isn't it all so majestic? Of course it is. It's a lot of other things too. So that is the first poem, the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume poem, and then the next one is the standard poem that's included in all the different versions, including every single CD. Tonight all these lives converge here, the mosaics of laughter and the cocktails of tears, where fraternal souls sing identical things, and it's beautiful, it's rapturous, it is frightening. It is worth everything it has cost you, and even at your darkest or drunkest you wouldn't say any different, would you? You would choose all of it again, no matter how the story ends, with the ugliest booze or the loveliest bouquet. They say that love is a choice you make every single day, and that is how you love the life of a showgirl. So that is the Elizabeth Taylor one there, with the Elizabeth Taylor So Glamorous Cabaret included on this one. Next one we're going to go for, oh this is tough, I think we're going to go for this one. So this is the one with the Fate of Ophelia acoustic on. So this is the front cover. Obviously this photo of Taylor is from the beginning of the Fate of Ophelia music video, where it's like she's in that Fate of Ophelia kind of painting. So that's that, and it has got little shards in it as well. And the text on this is kind of like a peachy colour. It's a muted peach. A muted, maybe a very light pink. So this also includes all of the 12 standard tracks that are on all of the different versions, so from the Fate of Ophelia all the way up to the Life of a Showgirl, and the CD was also made in Germany as well. I thought I would save you all me trying to unwrap that one because it's hard. Okay, there we go. So that's the gorgeous cover of this one there. It's really, really nice. And then the back cover as well. So as I said, all of the 12 standard tracks, but then you've got the Fate of Ophelia, Alone in My Tower acoustic version, and you've also got Eldest Daughter, Now Your Home acoustic version. So this particular one doesn't include any voice memos on, but it does include these fantastic acoustic versions with these different vocals. And just the way they've done it, it sounds so different. They really, really are incredible, and if you get the chance to listen to them, please do, because they sound so, so great, and I'm so glad that we've got these. I do hope they put them properly on streaming. I imagine they would withheld them so people buy the digital version and the CDs to break those records for the first week, which is obviously understandable, but I do obviously also hope we get them on streaming. Just because of how fantastic they sound, I think it would be a shame if they didn't end up on streaming. So this is what this one looks like. We'll open it up. There we go. So we've got the same thing where there's no lyric booklet, there's just this one little sheet. So it has, if I can get it out, it's even harder to get out than a normal lyric booklet. We're trying here. We're doing our best. We're not doing very well. There we go. Oh my gosh, I got it, and I lost it. You gotta be careful with this when you're taking this out, because obviously it is just one single sheet, so it's very easy to rip. So this is what this one looks like on the front. So that's the front album cover for this one, of Taylor in that white dress with the long blonde wig. And then on the back it's that same photo, but it's without the text and without the shards. Kind of similar to the photo cards that were actually in the deluxe versions of The Life of a Showgirl, which I really did like. And you may have already spotted at this point, those who have been paying attention, that the necklace I'm actually wearing, well the bottom necklace I'm wearing, is the one from the deluxe version of the It's Rapturous CD. So here we go. This is what the CD for that looks like. So you've got like the Fate of Ophelia sort of like painting in the background, and then you've got the little shards, including like Taylor's eyes there, looking very beautiful. Behind this as well, you've still got the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume poem. I am surprised about about that. I'm not going to complain. Obviously it's great to get more poems from Taylor, but I'm surprised that it's included in these editions. And then you've also got the standard poem that's included in all of them. And it will save you me reading them all out again, because I don't think I need to read them all out again. Now, I really, really love how great Taylor looks on the front of this. I think all of these CDs are so great. I think she just looks fantastic in this music video. It's actually like maybe my new favourite Taylor music video, because there are so many great looks. I love like each scene is done in one take as well, with the dancing and like the effects and everything. It is really, really great. So I do really like it, and I just think she looks so, so beautiful here. She really does. So I really love this one as well. I've saved the best two ones for last though, I think, just based on her like outfits and stuff. I loved this look in the music video with like the Marilyn Monroe wig. She looked incredible. And then this one with like the sparkly dress as well also looked incredible. So which do we go with? I'm gonna go with this one I think first. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this one includes Wishlist and The Life of a Showgirl as their extra tracks on it. So we'll go through that in a second. Oh, actually I don't think I highlighted this. So what's interesting about this on the back of the CD, so it's like obviously like behind the stage, a theatre, but the boxes on it are 11 and 12. Interesting. This one doesn't have any numbers, it's just like the background of the painting. I just noticed because this one's so different. I think these ones are quite like subtle on the background a little bit, whereas these ones are a bit more like, oh look, there's a phone. So I think that's why I then was like just looking at that and I was like, wait, This one's also made in Germany, for those who like to know where things are made. We'll get there in the end, you know, one day we'll do it in one and you'll all be really impressed. Today is not that day though. Okay. The concentration. Oh dear. Okay. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Come on, we're almost there, Come on. There we go, we got it. So this is a gorgeous picture of Taylor. I love the colour in this one, like the pink on the side looks fantastic. And I just love that wig. I think she looks so good. I mean, in all the scenes of this music video, she looks great, but in my personal opinion, these are my two favourite looks in the music video, so I absolutely love that. She just looks incredible. I hope they've still not brought out merch as of time of recording. To be fair, when I've edited and posted this, they may have brought out merch, but as of time of recording, we have like two pieces of merch. We have this and we've got a jumper. That's it. So that's what it looks like on the front. She's like on the phone with like the pinky colour there. On the back you then have a photo of that phone with like a blue background and then like the pink phone. You've got all of the tracks from The Fate of Ophelia to The Life of a Showgirl. The additional tracks you have on this are Wishlist, Settled Down acoustic version, and then The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter dressing room rehearsal version. So again, I really love the differences with these, like the different kind of versions. They're so unique. They're so different for what she's done before, and I love it because she's done acoustic versions in the past. You know, Red includes State of Grace acoustic, and that's very, very different to the standard version of State of Grace. And I love that she's kind of brought that sort of back by doing these sort of acoustic versions. They just sound great, like these different ones. So we'll open this up. We've then got, I'm not going to take this one out because you know by now it's just one little sheet. So you've got the front cover there, and then you turn it around and then you've got that. In theory you could use these as a little poster, but I never really do, just because if you took these out there's nothing behind it and then you just see the CD on the front, and I don't really like that. Then you've got the CD itself. So it says The Life of a Showgirl, because that's the name of the album. You've got like a bluish sort of like background there with little shards, including Taylor's eyes there. And then as well, we've got the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume poem, and then you've also got the standard poem that's included in all of them. So again, really, really gorgeous. I love the back cover of this. I know it's so simple, but it's just like so like album covery. Also, what I noticed there, if you turn it upside down, it says The Life of a Showgirl. Just there, you see it? What's it say on the phone? Oh, on the phone it says this as well. So on the phone it says The Life of a Showgirl featuring 2 acoustic tracks, and then it says the acoustic tracks there on the phone, if you can just see there. That's quite cool. I don't think any of the others like had that on it, like anything kind of like that. No, so this is the only one so far that actually has that, so I think that's really cool. It's just like so little that a lot of people wouldn't really like pay attention to that, but I do really like that they've included that. So that's cool. So far that's my favourite one. Based on like appearances alone, not based on the acoustic version. That I think we'll have to do a whole other video ranking them all. I've still not even ranked all of the songs yet, so I know people will maybe want to see that at some point. And then last but not least we have this one. So this is gorgeous. I love this picture of Taylor. I just love the outfit she wears. This is the last one she wears in the music video. She's got a little piano there for some reason, and then on the back is another photo of that piano with a horn on top. I think these are the musical instruments that her band actually used in the video, which was great. I love the fact she brought back the Era Tour dancers and her band. I mean, obviously they've got such a great relationship. They travelled the world together, and she knows she can trust them, which is really, really great. You know, she's got this like relationship with them where she knows that they can be trusted with things, to not leak them to the press, because you know in the past maybe think people have leaked things to the press or whatever, but none of them did. So shout out to them. They're real. So let's try to open this. Also, last but not least, it's also made in Germany as well, just for those who like to know that those things. I always like to go into like probably too much detail because people have lots of questions, and you know, obviously I always welcome questions if people have ones that I've not covered in the video, but I also like to try and make them as detailed as possible, kind of like we're having a little FaceTime call about the CDs and I'm just showing you every little feature I like about them. So that's the cover. Love that dress. Taylor, where did you get it from? I know it'll be like £1 million, but it's really cute. So then we've got like a teal on this one with the text colour looking great, and then on the back you've got that. The tracks on this are Opalite, Life is a Song acoustic version, and then Ruin the Friendship, My Advice version. I love the way she describes the different versions as well, like My Advice obviously like she says it in the song. So I really like that. I think that's like a lot of fun. Rather than just calling them acoustic versions or like remixes or whatever, I think that's cool. Then obviously we've got no lyric booklet, we've just got that same photo there without the shards, without the text. She looks great. We then have the little CD. I think this is my favourite of all the CDs because you've actually got Taylor's hand on the piano as a piece of the shard. So a lot of them, I think the rest of them have all included her eyes. This one hasn't, but I really like that they've got that close-up of her hand on the piano. They've got her lips, which obviously again very recognisable. She just has very recognisable facial features. I also love that you can see a little confetti on the floor in the bottom there. So I really, really like that. I think that's quite a fun one. And then with the poems, same thing, Sweat and Vanilla Perfume edition and the standard edition, like there's in all of them. And they are all of these acoustic CDs. Let me know in the comments, you know, which one is your favourite in terms of the cover. If you've listened to the songs, let me know which your favourite of these acoustic and different versions are. I think mine might be Elizabeth Taylor, the Cabaret one. But I'd have to give them all another listen. But these are really, really stunning. So let me know your favourites in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've liked it, it would mean the absolute world if you could like this video, if you haven't already. And if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It really does help out me and the channel so, so much. And if you're returning to the channel and you're still not subscribed, please do. Again, it really, really helps me out and means I can make more videos for you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. Hope you've liked it. Any questions, put them in the comments below. As I said, I'll put my other Showgirl videos in the description so you can check those out if you want to see the deluxe CDs or the standard CDs or anything like that. Any questions, put them below. Any video suggestions, especially Life of a Showgirl ones, are always welcome, so please put them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day!